We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing still. All you need to do is focus on your goal.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however—
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate. So much that you have to worry about.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos.
Whoa. I've never seen this place.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free if you're curious about an item. I'm more than willing.
All right, we'll have a look.
This flower looks like it's thriving.
This fishing basket looks familiar.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the—
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavar. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought he managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste. So he
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head, so...
This is Atea.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever with...
There are so many jars and potions around.
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. Their ceremonial tools used to... Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. The tools you see here are quite traditional. The contents of the jars aren't all that special.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's in—
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is the association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Khaenri'ah, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
Whoa, this weapon is huge!
Ah, that weapon belonged to Tenoch, a hero from 500 years ago. Strictly speaking, he didn't belong to any single tribe. That's because even before the disaster with the Abyss broke out, he had already been exiled.
Exiled?
It was a punishment imposed out of necessity, but he accepted it all the same. He believed it was what he deserved. When the Abyss attacked, the tribes found themselves in urgent need of a powerful figure to lead them into the battle. And there was no one more courageous. He united the 6 tribes and accomplished great feats throughout the war. Ultimately, he perished. And because he had already lost his ancient name, the Ode of Resurrection was unable to bring him back. And so, he was laid to rest, alongside the countless warriors and civilians who lost their...
Wow. He sounds like...
Indeed, even now, his story is told throughout the land. The powder still needs some time to settle. Well, what do you think of my collection?
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through... Does every item hold a special memory? Just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient name. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which exactly, even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions. And the future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it...
That does kinda make...
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past, while the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan, namely a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just...
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rule... Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh,
A little late for that question, don't you think?
sorry! I'm so sorry!
It's all right. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities. So my father made the most delicious stew. So my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the Saurians who were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was...
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation and
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted... Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, ancient name, take us to your fated bearer.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina! Are you...
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to...
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you. And that's... I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars. A hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you.
I'm really scared. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now.
Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could
I know.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case she's... That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into...
No, I just feel bad.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
So we're underneath Natlan right now?
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization.
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what these ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in Abyss activity,
So what you're saying is... We're not...
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Why are you all laughing?
it's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports.
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Let's light it up!
The wind knows me.
Settle down. Go! Bombs away!
Going in!
One with nature. The wind knows me.
Oh, the place we need to go seems really high up.
One with nature.
Silence! Bow your head.
Into the wind.
Everybody stand!
One with nature.
Going in!
Be sanctified.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Silence!
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Everybody stand back! Huh?
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the...
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer...
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining...
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out complete. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it? You really think that little of Paimon?
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a...
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either.
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko. I was completely lost to this realm until I sent... It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only... I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not... You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can... Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Bow your head.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably...
Don't scare Paimon like that!
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intent.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina!
Honey?
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go!
The wind knows me.
Go in!
You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere! It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Y-Up's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight.
Atta girl. You did so well. And most importantly,
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive.
Still, we can't just leave the Y-Up to suffer. It's protected me this whole.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here.
No, I'm fine. I don't. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Y-Up. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit.
All right, the sooner we get this.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try.
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to...
Thank you for everything.
You're a true hero.
No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. Wyab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyab,
So we were right. The contamination is already too... All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place!
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face. He tried to get in my way, so I He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than you may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now. No, the power of the abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that?
Thanks, Moalani. You're right, because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power, but you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision.
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than two of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming.
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of... Amazing! Check this out! Best of luck! Right here! Yeah! Amazing!
How brightly burns the truth! Revelation from on high! A glimpse!
Woohoo! Amazing!
All right!
Let's shred, Sharky!
The fate of this world is already...
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely, this makes me so...
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? My ancient name is... glowing? But I thought...
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend. Still, seeing you pull it off. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the... It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to... The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone. And only then will we have the power to defeat the strong...
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of...
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, That means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the... Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending...
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite. Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moalani?
So many memories. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also...
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's... Okay, that should be enough. Why up?
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been... Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never...
Thank you, Wayab.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold.
I know we've never met before, Wayab. Thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was...
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Seelie! The Seelie opened the way for us! The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
Watch out for the falling rocks!
Quick, through the middle!
Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her consciousness?
Every great display of power.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan.
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate...